In this page, I covered the theme of connections through nature, digitally, even disconnection here. I use a good few mediums. I really enjoyed how the wristwatch turned out because I used tape over a map and used some inky pen. This page, I cover the idea of scenes and spaces. I look at, how do we travel through scenes and spaces, like transitory spaces, like our door over here, which I use kind of different like palette knives and things like that to create this kind of scratchy effect, which I like. We have this fine liner drawing of a building, is the space. I have map here. I've done this oil pastel camera, and I think that doing the blue over its complementary color of yellow can turn out really nicely. Here I'm looking at our moving world. So on this fabric kind of city scene, I have someone just traversing through, the footsteps, kind of blurry, like it could be anyone really. And I've done, your shoe. You're walking on it every day, you're moving through it. I looked at a little bit of Deschamps over there with the nude lady descending the staircase, which I think is amazing. And then I kind of did some more analytical pieces on, time, like we pass through time. And yeah, I did a lino kind of ink over some paper, and I think it created a great effect of like a tire skid mark as well. Here I am looking at waste and decay, which is a bit of an issue in the world today. I kind of wanted to highlight some things that we consider disgusting, like rats and slugs and snails. I think they're really interesting, and I have a great interest in mushrooms as well. I think they're very cool, and there's just so many different types. I've done the bin here in orange and green and pinks. I thought I could make it really colorful, just to show like we have these colorful waste buckets everywhere we go, and I feel like they deserve a little attention. I really like how this turned out. I used a mix of Posca markers and just map paper and cut it out into shape, and I think that like it really just represents the log. It's of a birch tree, which I think is maybe one of the coolest trees ever. Here I was really in the Christmas mood, and I was exploring the theme of Irish winter. I was looking at birds, which you'll see I have a great fascination with. I think they're beautiful animals. Here I have the pine cone, and I did that in charcoal and Conte pencil and a little bit of white Conte, and over a beige paper to kind of fill out the color a bit. And then I did my classic mug. I often have tea or hot chocolate in this, and it really gets me in that Christmas mood. This is me exploring birds again. This is lino print. I have a little practice here. I really, really enjoyed the lino print. It was, I have all the equipment, like all the plan, and when I did it, it went very smoothly, and it created a great result in my opinion, and all this planning out really helped me. And I even read through books about lino print, and I think it's a great medium. I'd definitely try it out again. Here I'm looking at habitat. I look at the habitat of my cat Timmy, and I used green kind of, what's it called? Sticky tape, whatever it is. I drew my cute Timmy on him, his green eyes, his little green blanket that he sleeps on. I did the same thing for the pigeon, because even though we see them as grey, they actually have quite a little bit of colour in their chest area. I've done a negative space drawing of a pine cone again, my habitat, my room, and just some other things, Moving on to here, I'm exploring the theme of the cityscape, kind of. I have the surveillance camera that we see everywhere, and they're kind of becoming a little more prevalent, so there might be worries about that. I just thought I'd bring it up. I love how the darts look, the trains. I think they're really interesting. So I captured that in my markers, my alcohol markers. I've done blue tape here for the caution wet floor sign, and it's very like geometrical shapes, and I was able to cut that out and create something really interesting. And then I did this one line scribbly drawing of our little cone and a bucket with some tools in it. Here I kind of fleshed out my idea a bit more. I was looking at the security camera. I was looking at how nature and cities kind of interact, and I kind of combined those ideas into something. I had these ideas here, but I settled on this. I thought it was a fun idea. And here's my plan for everything. So I cut out templates all in this kind of shape. So I actually literally just cut out, like I placed a piece of paper and I cut out this shape here to get the dimensions correct. So my little clay pigeon that I did make in the end was exactly this size. And I planned out all my steps and I was very happy with the result. It turned out very well.